Hello everybody and welcome back to Banished, part 6. Okay, so I'm just loading up the VisIntVillage game. Now I believe where we left off last time I started to put down a hospital and a few more houses trying to expand the village further. Here we are. Right, so was this the hospital? Yep, hospital. We've got a tailor and we're going to try and get some more houses down. Looking quite good on the materials at the moment, and the old woodworker seems to be going quite well. I remember I wanted to try and get this second woodcutter up and running so that when the winter kicks in they don't all get freezing cold. Early summer 3, so the crops fairly soon should be harvested. Okay, just trying to reacquaint myself. I've been playing another Banished game. I'm on year 13 with that one at the moment, and that's going quite nicely, although everyone is seemed to die off from old age and rocks falling on them in the quarry. But let's see, right, so we've got one person working in there, we've got 8 farmers, that's what we need at the moment. Population, right, so we've got 15 kids, that's quite good, so we should be able to get plenty of adults soon. If I remember rightly, I wanted to clear this area here, and I think they are clearing it, slowly but surely. It would be good to... I think the reason they're not building the woodcutter is because I'm clearing that region there, and they only seem to be able to do one thing at once. They don't split the labour force down the middle, which is kind of annoying. It would be nice if they did split the labour force. I'm quite pleased with the area that I'm in at the moment. It's once I expand over here and I keep this area kind of forested, I think, as much as possible, just to get a few more hunting cabins going. But what I'll do is I think I'll try and take all of the stone and iron from this region, and then I'll think about trying to make some quarries. I might move over to this island here. Yeah, this island here looks good because I can have a couple of mines going into the rock faces here and some quarries, and really get this into sort of the industrial region where all the stone, coal and iron is produced. But for now, early summer still. Okay, right, what's the time? Let's speed it up a little bit, see what's happening here. So they're dumping all that there. They were using the stockpile. A bit worried they wasn't using it. Right, this guy has run out of... Right, I think I might put his limit to 300 actually. Yeah, if I put his limit to 300... Oh look, oh yes, we've got a couple more adults now. 2 more adults. That's good, so the more labourers I get, the quicker these trees should fall down. Seems to be going quite nicely on the 5 times speed. I think I might put down a couple of fishing villages. Actually, where's the trade route? That's here, isn't it? No, it's the market. Trade. I can never find where the trade house is. Oh, is there? Right, so the trade post can fit there like that. Pause that for now though, don't want to get that into action. And then fishing can come here. I think I might set up 3 of them. Oh, I can't set up 3 of them. Like that, but I will pause. Are they making... Why are they making that when this is... Oh, okay. Builders can produce on that. I see, they must have finished chopping down the area that I told them to chop down. Okay, that's good. They're starting to build some more stuff. It would be good to have a fishing dock up and running so that when the winter kicks in and no one's working the farms, we can get 4 people in the hunting lodge, 4 people in the gatherer's hut, and then 4 people in a fishing dock. Let's get a road going across there. Get a road across here. And there was going to be an orchard in this region, 15 by 15. That can be paused for now. Actually, there's no point in pausing that one, is there? Because it's literally done now. That'll be a pecan. That only requires one person for now, I think. Right, let's put one more farmer up so that they don't lose people for the yielding of the crop. Let's get my nice pathway around there. I do like it to look quite nice and structured with these pathways. Might be a little bit of an issue, really. A bit too structured. Oh wait, alright, so they've built this now. They've got 4 workers. Do we need 4 workers? No, we only need 2. Let's get 2 workers there. There should be 1 person farming this now. Yep, they're working on that. Right, let's just slow it down a second, getting ahead of myself a little bit here. Right, the wood cut, right, we're on 69 wood. We're going to be going into the winter soon, so if I get another person on wood cutting, that's 2 wood cutters. They should be able to keep the wood up to a decent level. Barn is 53% full. I'd be tempted to produce another barn, actually, build another one. What have I got here? The tailor and the hospital. I'm not too sure when the disease kicks in, like I said last episode, so I'm not sure if the hospital is an absolute necessity yet. I'm thinking though that there may be a call for a couple more houses perhaps, try and get some more kids going, because some of the families are getting a bit large in their houses, some of the original families. The hunting cabin's only got 1 person in it at the moment. Alright, let's put 2 in there. What's the gatherer's lodge doing? That's only got 1 as well. Okay, it seems to be farming is the key thing at the moment. Right, it's still producing that. I think if I get my labourers to chop down and remove all of this section now, that'll be good. I could, in fact, get a couple of the mines up here, like that, one there, and no, it's not going to work there, is it? It's a shame that it might work there once the iron's gone, actually. It's a shame that it can't go there, because it doesn't really make sense that it can't go on the bit where the patch of red land is, because it's a mine, it digs into the ground after all. But there's 1 space for it there, no space for another one. But anyway, could get 1 mine, 1 quarry, trading post, a few fishing docks. This wood should be good, all this wood and iron and stone. Right, so we're getting into autumn now, right, pause, right, spacebar. Right, don't need to work that anymore, so I can take 4 people off there. Always going to keep 1 person at least on the orchard. Hopefully more in the future when I get a few more citizens, but I can't spread them out too much at the moment. Right, let's get 2 more people there, working the hunter's cabin. Let's get 2 more people in the gatherer's hut, actually. Let's get 4 people in the gatherer's hut. Let's take another 2 off of that and put 1 into the fishing workshop. Did I not build a path going along here? I think pathways seem to be the last thing that everyone builds, which is pretty good because I do want them to spend time on everything else. Right, so we're not working that. We're working this one with 1 person. Got 5 labourers. I might put 1 more in there actually, because during the winter we want to keep a good amount of food running through the village. 3,000 food. That's pretty good going, I think, for this stage. Once that increases a little bit, I have to increase the food limit from 5,000 maybe up to 10,000. Get a few more houses in. We have a few more houses queued. I think I might get the hospital done before the houses though, just to make sure that we're not going to get diseased or anything like that. I might get a couple more wells as well, because we've only got 1 of these. I think actually I might put some wells in there right now, because if we do get a fire, heaven forbid, we will lose everything. So let's put 1 well there, just put them in all of the places that it's difficult to build anything else in, because everything else is quite large. Okay, so we're in late autumn now. Right, let's stop this from working. Let's put that down to... I'll put that up to 4, but we'll keep it down to 1 person working, so that'll be that. 6 labourers, 4 people in the Gatherer's Lodge, 4 people in the Hunter's Lodge. Let's get 4 people in the fishing dock. And hopefully that'd be good. Right, let's put it up to 5 speed again. Let's just see what's going on here throughout the winter. Hopefully the labourers chop all of this forest down. So let me make it so it's in a bit more of a just a strip first of all. I wonder if they're going to start putting some stuff towards these wells. They shouldn't do yet. I think they should just chop down the trees first. I think I'm going to have to start thinking about trying to get some more seeds, because we've only got beans at the moment. If beans go bad and disease spreads throughout the beans, that's my whole crop gone. We're going to have to rely on more hunting lodges and fishing docks, which, although good, they don't provide the sort of the bulk food that is required by the village. The amount of firewood's going good. I think if I put them down to 200 limit, and as long as there's 2 of them working on it and they're consistently working on it and just keeping it at that 200 limit, then it should be okay. These guys they're doing a good job down here clearing this out. Right, I've got a few more. I've got another couple of labourers, another 2 children born. That's good. So the village is expanding quite nicely. Another labourer. That's good. Right, I'm gonna get them working on producing those wells actually, because they've done quite a good job there. So if they produce the wells, I'm still not sure if this priority thing, increased priority, actually works. It doesn't matter. They're starting to make the well anyway now. We've got 2 builders. I probably could have got rid of them 2 builders actually. There's 2 builders on there, and there's 2 builders here. No, there's not. Where are the other builders? I've only got 2 builders. What am I talking about? I'm going crazy. Right, so they've reached their limit of firewood, but we'll keep them going. The reserve of stone is low. Oh, it is as well. This is trouble. Ah, okay. There's more iron than stone, isn't it? That bit there. Some stone down here. There's not much stone available around this area. I might need to think about getting a stone quarry, but it's a lot quicker, and you get more stone from taking it from the landscape. That's the only thing that I have an issue with. If I just get them to collect only stone for a little while, so collect all that stone there, collect all of that stone there, and also collect some of this stone. Iron is also getting low. Oh, early spring. Right, let's pause it. Right, let's take some people off of this. Let's just keep 1 person working in that. So that's 6. We need 8 people. So 7, 8. Let's work the farms. 4 and... oh, let's put it up to 8. It needs to be 9 actually, doesn't it? 9, because that needs 1, 4 and 4. Okay. Probably going to have to start thinking about getting a couple more farms up and running soon somewhere, just to make sure that we're not using all the nutrients in the ground. I found this actually, I didn't realise this, but you can show or hide the production statistics at a location. So last season we can see what we got, and we will see when they start sort of bringing in the yield exactly what we're getting this season. Some seasons you really do notice a difference. I don't know if it makes a difference depending on like the temperature and the weather that's happening. So if you get too much snow during spring, even I don't know if you've noticed, but I have turned the weather effects off because I found myself really struggling to be able to see exactly what was going on with the screen when the rain starts coming down and the snow, because the screen goes like completely grey. It is a nice effect, but it's too much for when you're playing it for long periods of time. What's this guy over here? Blacksmith. Oh, he's made 50 tools. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, you can have a break and go work as a labourer somewhere. So that well has been made. That well is under production. And this well is going to be made soon. Okay, that's good stuff. So I've got a forester here, haven't I, with 2 people in it. What's food like? Food's dropped down a little bit. The trouble that I find with this food is that during the winter, obviously, I put people on the hunting cabin, the gatherers, and the fishing village. But at the moment, I don't really have too many people, I don't think. So I require to have 4 on there at least. I mean, I would prefer to up it to 6, but 4 is sort of an adequate amount at the moment, and I need to have 1 person on there. But I'm not producing much food at this moment in time, am I? Because I'm not utilising all the spots in the hunter's cabin and gathering lodge. So it's a little bit of a dodgy period of time. I think late spring to summer. It only gets good again during the winter, which is a bit of a strange thing to say, to be honest. Right, once they've finished that, which they have, we'll take them off of building, put them onto labouring. Hopefully all this stone gets collected. Stone is going up, that's good. I'm tempted to build the hospital now, actually. So if I take that off pause, and I'm going to try out this priority symbol that's down here. We should see them. Are they? Yeah, okay, so it does work. It does work quite nicely, actually. Right, so they're bringing all the stone and the logs down, bit of iron. I'm just hoping that this will maybe cancel out one of the sort of natural disasters, I suppose you could say, like disease or something spreading through the town. What is this person doing? Just standing there doing nothing. Seems to be good though, people are growing. Children, got a bit of snow now. Snow in 22 degrees weather. What's going on there? Current weather and temperature, snow and 22 degrees C. I mean, we're lucky in England to get 22 degrees C at any point in the year. Right, so the yields are nearly done. Hospital has run out of iron. Okay, that's bad. Iron is low. Right, let's just pause that for a second. Stop them from... Right, they're not taking anything from there anyway. They've already taken most of the stone. Right, let's get... That's a large patch of iron there. And a nice little patch of iron there. So let's unpause it again. The labourers can go do that. Builders aren't there. Right, they should be starting to... Yep, they're starting to harvest all that in now. That's good. So that should get it back up to... Could go over 3 grand actually, could go to about 4,000. Not too sure, the orchard's coming along quite nice. I think I might take a couple of people off of the farms and put a couple more, well, I'll put them in the hunting cabin just to get ready for winter. I'm wondering if you can actually get 2 crops in a year depending on how quickly they're made. I'm also wondering if there is such a thing as winter crops, because I know that some crops you do, like parsnips and stuff, do quite well during the winter. Like they do better depending on how many frosts they have and stuff like that. So I wonder if they've added that sort of realism into the game, that the more frosts you have during the winter, the better the parsnips do. I'm not even sure if parsnips can be got in the game, to be honest. The firewood guys seem to be doing a good job, but now it's coming into sort of autumn stuff. I'd rather keep 2 of them in there. I should have taken 1 out actually during the summer, because there's no need to have as much firewood, because obviously it's quite a nice temperature. I think the next thing I'm going to do after this iron and this hospital, oh well, I'm going to get 2 people on that, then I'm going to unpause this and get another 2 builders so we can get another house going. Might get the blacksmith back and working again. Oh, just doing an autosave. In fact, I might save the game now. When it comes to that saving, I'm a little bit trigger happy, to be honest, and I very nearly autosave, like save over my own game that I'm playing separately from this, and when I'm playing that game I sometimes save over this one, which would be a disaster. But I am really impressed with this game, to be honest, so far. I think it's a brilliant game, and the fact that it came out as a full release, not early access, and it worked straight away. I haven't had a single issue with the game, except for maybe there's a couple of buggy things with the villagers. Sometimes they don't do 100% what you want, and I would like to be able to split the labour force down the middle and say, right, 3 of you go chop trees, 3 of you bring resources to the hospital or something like that. But otherwise I think the game's pretty solid. I imagine that he will add in more content as it goes on in expansions. Maybe we'll get a free update or something like that, but I wouldn't mind paying another £5 or something like that to have extra content in different map modes, more buildings, different types of people, that kind of thing. Maybe extra villages within the area. I don't think the game needs combat. I know some people would like it to be combat based, but I'm not too sure at the moment that it needs to be. It's quite a nice game by itself, just trying to build up your city, surviving, making sure everyone's got enough food, making sure there's enough population to actually get the food in the first place, and that kind of thing. In fact, I don't know what I've been doing. I might as well turn these off, mightn't I, and get rid of these people except for the one who's in the orchard and put them in the venison hut. The venison hut, the hunting lodge. And the fishing dock as well. There's no point in having them working for no reason on a farm that doesn't actually have any seeds. Right, let's bring it back into play. I think I might, because we're going to go into the winter soon, I think I might call this episode over. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. I'm certainly enjoying playing the game, so if you want to see lots more and stuff, just let me know. I mean, I'll be playing more regardless, so just come back and get a cup of tea, sit down and enjoy the ride. But I definitely recommend buying the game as well, supporting the developer and giving it a go yourself. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.